Apparently this is a topic I haven't really dove into. Everyone seems to want to talk about the Nintendo Switch, which is kind of a weird topic for me to cover because I'm into tech, and the Nintendo Switch is more about gaming. And let me just briefly recap Nintendo. So they've been trying to compete with the Xbox and PlayStation, I think, in terms of console wars, and I think it's pretty safe to say they're kind of behind. I do remember when everyone had the Wii. That was a big thing. Everyone had these controllers you could roll around, and that was cool, that you could interact with a controller in that way. And then Xbox backfired it with Kinect and said, no, you just have infrared lasers that monitor your body. That's even better because you don't even have to hold a controller or accidentally throw it at the TV. So they started shipping Kinects with Xbox, and then people realized they didn't really want that. So that idea of you being the controller for your video game kind of became a fad. As in, it's here and it's always going to be here, but it's not becoming mainstream. It still doesn't compare to just simple controller gaming. Nintendo realized this, and that's why they made the Wii U. With the Wii U, you could play your games on the TV and on the go on this portable little controller thing. And with the Nintendo Switch, we do exactly the same thing, even though the Wii U didn't really sell that well. I get there's some of you out there who own it, good for you. I'm just saying it's not a major competitor in the console market anymore. And now the Switch changes things a little bit. You've got an updated console with the TV. When you plug in the little tablet, what do you call it? You plug that into the console, then it gets some updated graphics so that it can output at 1080p and look great on your TV. And then you've got your two little mandibles here that are accelerometers, as well as you can slide them into a controller and play it from that. And then when someone wants to watch the TV, you take the sticks out of the controller, put them on the tablet, pull the tablet off of the... Here's my biggest problem with it. It's too complicated of a device for something that's only good at being one thing. Are there a lot of devices out there that can do two of these things at once? No, I guess Nintendo has a monopoly over the switchable market, but as sales are showing, it's not a very large market. As in, sure, you can be king of that, but how often do we really need to switch between TV and mobile? Is that a common enough occurrence? Second of all, we're in a day and age where it's increasingly pointless to have a standalone device that only does one thing. As smartphones and tablets are getting better and better, and they can fit in your pocket, they can fit in a bag, we're pushing all of our tasks to those. Things that used to take multiple devices. Now you've got your calculator, your cell phone, your camera, your music playing device, your headphones, all in one package. That's why I think smartphones are doing so well. They can do so many things. You have an infinite number of apps that can be put on them to make them more and more capable. So pretend hypothetically that the Nintendo Switch wasn't a console/portable hybrid. Say it was just a portable console. That's it. It's just a portable media device like the PSP, a Game Boy, whatever you want to call it. Just a portable game device. Could that even sell? I don't think so, because people are realizing that they don't want to have multiple devices wherever they go. That's the beauty of this smartphone industry. You have one device that can do it all. Cameras are getting better and better that people aren't really buying camcorders anymore. Sure, camcorders can have better zoom or better quality, but people are satisfied enough with the cameras on their smartphones that they're just like, no, I'm just gonna record this with my phone. I don't need to buy a specific camera unless you're a hardcore professional. So that's my whole complaint with Nintendo trying to hit this niche market. Everyone's gonna get really excited about it because it's still new and it's something that you can't do before. But I'd like to remind everyone, originality does not guarantee functionality. You can make something that's completely new and never been done before and still have it not be functional. If Nintendo or any other company out there decided to make a product that happened to be original and functional, as in no one could live without it, that would be really exciting. You know, the next innovation, the next smartphone, whatever that might be. Not a smartphone specifically, I'm just saying a product that reinvents the industry like the smartphone did. I don't think they've done that here. They've made a device that is cross mobile/console before. It didn't really sell that well. So now the difference is the controllers come off of it. Okay, and you can hand them off to other people, and other people can have these tiny mandibles, and that's their controller on your portable 6-inch TV for gaming with your friends. I'm sorry, I'm just not seeing that happen a lot. I know the 3DS has sold fairly well. People are into that, but listen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think it's an increasing industry. It's becoming increasingly hard to find people who are interested in that style of gaming. I get that you're there. It's just the upcoming generation of smartphone users are going to be obsessed with putting games on their phone, not trying to develop a standalone product just for gaming. Where are all you people that like to complain about charging your headphones and charging your watch and how annoying that is? Why don't you complain about the Nintendo Switch and that you have to have a separate device to charge and play games on? Why not just put it on our iPads, which have incredibly great graphics, much better displays? You could buy those little separate mandible things and attach them on the side. I'm sure people are going to buy the Switch. I'm sure a lot of people are going to like the Switch, and I don't think they're lying about it, but I do think it's going to become one of those products that in 5 years, no one's really talking about it. And I'll be like, hey guys, remember the Nintendo Switch? And everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember that thing. And they're gonna be popping up on your local online yard sale on Facebook. $100 Nintendo Switch, I'm done with it. Comes with a couple games. It's too niche of a market. I think Nintendo would be much better off if they started making original games that worked on different platforms. This idea that you can keep coming up with gimmick hardware, I don't really think that survives in the 21st century. It helped them in the past with things like the joystick and the Wii, but there's only so many chances you can take, and I don't think this is one that is going to blow up and become the next big thing for Nintendo. The biggest thing Nintendo had going for them was Pokemon Go, and that technically wasn't even Nintendo. You realize how much success that got, and it was built on the smartphone market, not a hardware market. But also at the same time, it was very popular and died out within 3 months. Now no one's doing it. If you're doing it, everyone's questioning why, am I right? So those are my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch. It's a miraculous piece of hardware. It's very neat. It's cool that you can switch back and forth, but I'm not interested in buying one. I'm not going to review one on here unless you just like really want me to and donate enough money on Patreon so that I can afford it, but I doubt that'll happen. I feel like if I had one in my hands, it wouldn't change my mind about it. I'm sure lots of you out there disagree with me, so let me know why in the comments below. I'll probably read it as long as it's not a huge paragraph. But yeah, I guess it's safe to say I'm not really a fan of Nintendo. Sorry. This is your Apple Sheep here, obviously, and I will see you in the next one.